have anything to say before the race?
Good luck, ride safe, and beautiful weather, and beautiful colors.
Right on. Be safe, man. On.
I'm good.
What's up, man? You got anything to say before the race?
First race, so that's beautiful out, 70 degrees probably.
All right, rock on. Be careful. This is going to be the cross test. We're going to run this 4 times, and it's a 4-mile course, and then we're going to hop over to the enduro test. So this cross test is a little bit of woods and the whole track. Then we hop over to the enduro, and that's 100% woods. Both courses are 4 miles long, so we'll do each of them 4 times. Alright, and we're off. So I'm actually going to start on the footage on the enduro test, which is this one. So this little entrance in here, as you can see, I'm kind of struggling. It was super tight. Out of the 4 times we were on this course, I don't think I made that little section clean once. But man, what a layout. Once we get back in the woods, you guys will see it's super tight. A lot of roots and a lot of ruts. It was exactly what I like when I think of single track. It was awesome. It beat the crap out of me in a good way though. I loved it. As I said in the beginning of the video, this is the enduro test, and we did this test and the cross test 4 times a piece. And we started on the cross test. Really rough. Then when you're done with the cross test, you went over to enduro test. You had to kind of flip-flop back and forth. But yeah, just an amazing layout. These guys did a fantastic job. Pretty happy overall today. I ended up having my best finish ever, which was 3rd, so I was really happy with that. Ended up being a beautiful day. And I think all the rain we've had previously here in Michigan, as you guys are aware of, just made the conditions perfect. It's not a speck of dust. And since, you know, this is a sprint enduro and we didn't have anybody in front of us for the most part, I just wore safety glasses. Kind of just running a little cooler, I guess. But yeah, this course was a lot of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'll let you guys watch the footage of this enduro test, and if you want to skip ahead to the cross test is at the 15-minute and 19-second mark. But before I let you go, I will tell you each of these tests, I think I already said it, but they're 4 miles apiece. So, and I was averaging about 14 minutes in the enduro test, and I think roughly 9 minutes and something in the cross test. So, like I said, if you want to skip through to that, that's 15 minutes and 19-second mark. And someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say on the cross test we had probably 1 mile to 1.5 miles of woods roughly, and then the rest was the track. And you know, coming into this race, the only track that I've ridden is whatever's in a hair scramble or whatever, so I'm not good at it all. Kind of scares me, but this was probably the best place I could have been on a track. So everything from what I can remember was a tabletop. And after I did my first test on it, got pretty comfortable. I mean, I still didn't take no chances, but it wasn't nowhere near as bad as what I thought it was going to be. So, really cool place. And what was kind of fitting is this was the first race of the year was held here at Battle Creek Motorcycle Club, and due to a cancellation, this race was supposed to be in Maple City, and it ended up having to be here. So we started the season here and we ended the season here, which was pretty cool. This is a really good place. So, but anyways, I'm gonna let you guys watch the video. Towards the end of this loop, I catch one of my buddies, Mike Shoemaker. He is from Ohio, and he made a 3-hour trip just to ride this thing, and he absolutely loved it. He wouldn't stop raving about how good this Michigan sand was, and I totally agree. But yeah, so I come up on him towards the end of this section, and then I'll hop back in the video on the cross test. So I will see you guys in a few minutes.
Knew that one was coming. Oh, that's Mike.
on here, then 2 more of the enduro tests. Alright, as you guys are going to see here, they start us off with a sharp hairpin to the right, super deep sand. You just cannot tell by the GoPro, but I struggled with this area too. And here we come into like a hairpin left going up, and it's really deep. I think I only made it clean through there maybe twice, but this was a little more open. Definitely a lot faster than the enduro test, which later in the day, this, you could tell like the fast guys were really hammering down, because there was a few spots on this test that developed some square edge holes. So but all in all, it was a great test. So like I said before in the beginning of the video, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say it was 1 mile to 1.5 miles of woods, and then they used the whole track, which was phenomenal. So yeah, if you guys watched the first part of the video, you can probably tell this is a little faster and more wide open, because you know, I don't know what everybody else's times were, but I was averaging about 9 minutes and some change on this cross test, and on the enduro test was like 14 minutes and something. So, oop, stalled it there. Yeah, this was just so fun. I think right about here is where you start to get out in the real open and get on the track. So we ride, you'll see coming up here, we ride a good chunk of the track, duck back into the woods for, you know, a little bit, and then they pretty much, it dumps you out back on the track almost where you left the track. So they utilize the whole track. But as you can see, it's everything on this track is pretty mellow, so it's probably the best place I could have been on a track. Now see, we duck back in the woods here, and then coming up real shortly, a few more turns, we go over their bridge that they have. I remember that from the hare scramble. Really cool bridge right here. This is a lot of fun. Actually made a pass there too, that was cool. But anyways, yep, I'll let you guys watch the rest of this footage. This was just a sweet layout, sweet setup for our last race of the year, and I'm kind of sad that this was the last race. I had a lot of fun this year, and I learned a lot, so I pretty much did at least one of every race. So I did most of the hare scrambles. I did 6 out of 8 hare scrambles. I did 2 enduros, one was a national. I did the GP Sprint Enduro, which I really enjoyed, but I guess they're not going to have them no more because the turnouts weren't what they expected versus the regular Sprint Enduros. So yeah, I did at least one of everything, and I know a lot of people have been asking me, you know, what I like better. You know, I can't really say, to be honest with you, because every single race was challenging in its own way. Like this, for instance, after you're done with a test, you can go back to the truck, drink some water, sit down for a few minutes, but then you know, you get out of rhythm. At least I get out of rhythm. So You know, I'm sure some people do, some people don't. I'm one of them that definitely gets out of rhythm. But at the end of the day, your mileage is real similar to a hare scramble, maybe even a few more miles, maybe a little less depending on where they're holding it. But yeah, I like it all, to be honest with you, and I probably learn something in every race, you know, because it's all different. So people were awesome for a first year racer. Like, everybody treated me so good. Everybody's super friendly. I never seen one instance of negativity or anybody being mean to anybody else. Everybody's out here to have a good time, and it really showed. And I will definitely be back next year. I'm like, hello, is it next year yet? But anyways, all right, I'll let you guys watch the rest of this footage, and hopefully you're still here in the video. And if you are, please like the video, leave me a comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys next year. The weather's still looking good for the next few weeks, so maybe get out and do a trail ride or two. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching.